Good evening, and a warm welcome to all of you who are joining us to Wine and Dine In. The Wyoming Symphony Orchestra would like to thank its event partners and event sponsors for helping to make this evening a success.
Hey Z, where is everybody? I can't find anyone. I've been out to the parking lot, I've been out on the patio.
Well, have you checked in the river? I was thinking it was wine in the river this year.
In the river? Well, I'm not dressed for that. Something must have changed.
Well, I don't know. Let's take a look.
Well, I'm gonna pour us some wine.
Welcome to Wine and Dine In. Nat and I wish that you could join us all at the river this evening, but we are glad that you are safely wining and dining in. I want to thank my staff, our sponsors, and all the community members that contributed to this evening's success. It is truly a celebration of community, music, and the WSO.
We are so happy and so thankful that you are joining us and tuning in this evening. We have an exciting hour planned for you. Messages from Christopher Dragon, community members, and most importantly, some exceptional performances by very gifted artists. Make sure you stick around to the end when we will be doing a live drawing for our raffle tickets.
Nat and I are enjoying some of the raffle items here. These are some of our Wyoming outdoor living raffle items. This is a Wild Gear cooler. And then we also have this beautiful custom 307 Metalworks patio cooler.
I have already bought my tickets. If you have not yet, you still have an opportunity at the Wyoming Symphony Orchestra event website. And my fingers are crossed that I'm going to win the Lodge and Spa package from Brush Creek right outside of Saratoga, ranked #1 by Condé Nast 5 years running.
We hope you have an incredible evening with us tonight. And here is our first performance, our very own WSO Brass Ensemble.
Hi, we are your Wyoming Symphony Orchestra principal brass players and are very grateful to have you tune into the event this evening. We cannot wait to get back together as a full orchestra and perform live music for our community once again. We appreciate your support and want to thank you for your donations that enable us to continue to bring you music like this. From your Wyoming Symphony Brass Quintet, we'd like to say
Thank you.
So I'm Sally Belcher, and I'm a board member of the Symphony. Moved back to here in 2014. This is my home and alma mater and home of the Symphony performances. And so when I came back, I thought this might be difficult to assimilate back to Casper after being gone for almost 30 years. But I was lucky and I got on the Symphony board, and that's the heart, the pulse of the arts community in Casper. And I was able to meet musicians, businesses, hotels. When the Symphony comes to town, everybody thrives. The restaurants are packed, people are connecting, and the Symphony is a big part of that arts community. But we're all partners, and that's the key to our success. Of course, that was pre-COVID, and now we have just a moment for COVID, and everybody knows how difficult it's been, but everybody's thinking about everybody else in Casper and Wyoming in order to survive. And so I love what I've seen, and it makes me be a proud member of this board. And so now we're doing our fundraiser. So this is the time for the Symphony. I think about music and the importance it's played in not just COVID, but in the human experience of just the suffering that we endure through times like this. And this will change, but the music needs to stay and needs to be vibrant. And please help us keep the music alive by donating and participating in Wine and Dine In. And we'll see you out and about when it's safe. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sally. Here is how you can help. Go to the Wyoming Symphony Orchestra event website, the event website, not the actual Wyoming Symphony Orchestra website, and click the Donate Now button. From there, you'll have a host of options, everything from donating to specific events or sponsoring a particular Wyoming Symphony Orchestra program to making individual donations. We have some really exciting news for this evening. Our goal is $30,000 raised tonight. And if we meet that, then we have very generous donors from the Casper community who are going to match that $30,000 donation. Every donation counts, especially yours. Please go to the event website, click the Donate Now button, and help us meet that goal this evening.
Good evening, everyone. I hope you're all enjoying your Wine and Dine In with us. I so wish that we could be together celebrating, but alas, for now, we will just have to do it virtually. So my first year as music director of your Wyoming Symphony Orchestra didn't quite end the way I hoped. But regardless, even in this short amount of time, I feel like we've achieved so much. There have been some fantastic performances with world-class soloists, some really significant community collaborations, such as with the students from the Vibe School of Music and the Wyoming Dementia Care, just to name a few. And I truly believe that we are well on our way at making the Wyoming Symphony Orchestra a fun and accessible place for everybody. On a personal note, I just want to say a big thank you to everyone for welcoming me so warmly to Casper. It truly has become a kind of home away from home. I've made some great friends there and already have my kind of favorite spots in town. But there still is so much more of Wyoming that I need to see. Now, I'm sure a lot of you are wondering what the future looks like for us. Now, let me reassure everybody right now that we will be having a 2021 season. The safety of our audience and our musicians is our #1 priority. And so we will be taking every step necessary to make sure that we can perform in a safe and comfortable environment. Some of the things that we are doing is that we will be starting our season much later in the year in the hope that things are a little bit more under control. Throughout the season, we'll be showcasing the different sections of the orchestra, culminating in a final concert where everyone will be back on stage together. And finally, we plan to continue our community collaborations. And something that I'm very pleased to announce is that we will be bringing back our youth concerto competition, which is just such a fantastic opportunity for a student to perform with a professional orchestra. Now, all of these things are only possible with your support. And so I hope that you will all donate generously tonight to help keep the music alive in Wyoming. And with that, I hope you enjoy the rest of the night, keep the wine flowing, and I hope to see you all again soon.
Oh, hello. We'll need to keep our distance. We're in the middle of a pandemic. I was just about to lift a glass to celebrate the WSO. Let's keep the music flowing. Keep the wine flowing. And remember to be generous.
Cheers to the WSO.
Cheers to the WSO. Cheers to the WSO.
Cheers to the WSO. Such a great group here in Casper. Thank you so much for all the joy you bring.
Here's to the WSO.
I want to welcome you and introduce you to the Wold Symphony Orchestra. Stop. That is really bad. But I do know what's really good, and that's the Wyoming Symphony Orchestra. Cheers!
Yay!
Cheers to the WSO.
Here's to the WSO.
Cheers to the Wyoming Symphony.
This is Vickery Fales Hall and the staff at the Wyoming Community Foundation. We've been granting to the Wyoming Symphony Orchestra since 1996. Thanks for all the years of great work, and here's to the future. Cheers!
Cheers!
Cheers! Cheers!
Woo.
Cheers to you, Wyoming Symphony Orchestra, and all the amazing people that make it happen.
Hello, thank you for joining us. My name is Steven, and I hope everyone's doing okay at the very least during this pandemic. I know for me personally, I started doing a lot of new things like yoga, I started playing chess. I'm going camping tomorrow, which I haven't done since elementary school. People in Casper probably find it hard to believe that. But most of us in the East Coast generally are less of a outdoor people. Speaking of Casper, my last concert in the US was actually with Christopher and the Wyoming Symphony Orchestra. I had such vivid memories of that concert because I remember feeling so free while Chris and the orchestra were listening so attentively during the concert. There was just a really great chemistry between me and the orchestra. And I've played this piece, I think it was the Beethoven First Piano Concerto, for definitely more than 20 times. And it was definitely one of the more special performances I've ever had. So thank you, Chris and the Wyoming Symphony, for giving me that experience. More importantly, I want to acknowledge the people that work and support the symphony. Without you, I would not have had the chance to go to Casper and not only perform, but be involved in the community. This last time I have wonderful experience of visiting Vibe Music School, and also the reception afterwards is just a lot of fun. The Dragon Cocktail was definitely something to remember. Well, I think it's so easy to share music and to find music to listen to on social media platform these days. I think there's something special about me going to Casper and me the community there and perform there, and just making friends there. I get to eat the best chili, homemade chili in the world. Shout out to Bucky and Jennifer Walker. So yeah, thank you all for your support, and I would like to play Chopin Fantasy Impromptu for you all.
Since our season was unfortunately cut short, I want to take a moment to recognize Christopher Dragon for all of the things that he has accomplished in such a short amount of time. From integrating himself into the community to teaching young musicians and raising the bar artistically for the WSO, he has done an incredible job. To community members, you made a great choice. And to Christopher, cheers to a wonderful season and hopefully many more.
Each year, I read my incoming freshman class of music majors at Casper College the following words from Carl Polnack at Boston Conservatory. This excerpt seems particularly appropriate at this particular time in our cultural history. One of the most profound musical compositions of all time is the Quartet for the End of Time, written by French composer Olivier Messiaen in 1940. Messiaen was 31 years old when France entered the war against Nazi Germany. He was captured by the Germans in June of 1940, sent across Germany in a cattle car, and imprisoned in a concentration camp. He was fortunate to find a sympathetic prison guard who gave him paper and a place to compose. There were 3 other musicians in the camp, a cellist, a violinist, and a clarinetist, and Messiaen wrote his quartet with these specific players in mind. It was performed in January 1941 for 4,000 prisoners and guards in the prison camp. Today it is one of the most famous masterworks in the repertoire. Given what we have since learned about life in the concentration camps, why would anyone in his right mind waste time and energy writing or playing music? There was barely enough energy on a good day to find food and water, to avoid a beating, to stay warm, to escape torture. Why would anyone bother with music? And yet from the camps we have poetry, we have music, we have visual art. It wasn't just this one fanatic Messiaen. Many people created art. Why? Well, in a place where people are only focused on survival, on the bare necessities, the obvious conclusion is that art must be somehow essential for life. The camps were without money, without hope, without commerce, without recreation, without basic respect, but they were not without art. Art is part of survival. Art is part of the human spirit, an unquenchable expression of who we are. Art is one of the ways in which we say, I am alive, and my life has meaning. As we continue to come out of this pandemic and hope to return to perform music live for you guys again, it's important to remember how essential music is for the human element. And so I raise a glass to music, to the Wyoming Symphony that brings music, great music, to this wonderful state of Wyoming, and to all the patrons, donors, and concert attendees who make it possible for us to do so. Cheers.
We, the attorneys at Crowley Fleck, join the Wyoming Symphony Orchestra in their appreciation of music, and we believe music adds beauty and texture to all aspects of life, including our work.
Okay guys, today our topic of discussion is let's talk about how we're serving our clients and overall client satisfaction. So Tim, let's start with you. What do you think about that? From all of us at Crowley Fleck to the Wyoming Symphony, congratulations on your 71st season, and thank you for letting us be a part of this amazing orchestra.
Cheers to the WSO!
3 cheers! To Maestro and the talented orchestra. To Reveille Rotary and seniors to the symphony. And Dallas and the percussion section.
Cheers to WSO!
Here's to the WSO.
Art Corps salutes the WSO.
To health, happiness, and another outstanding year for the Wyoming Symphony Orchestra.
Cheers to WSO from First Interstate Bank.
On behalf of the Wyoming Arts Council, cheers to the Wyoming Symphony Orchestra.
We're up on Casper Mountain, wishing everyone a wonderful evening. Hope everyone's staying safe. Looking forward to a wonderful season. Cheers, everyone. Oh. We do get to not social distance, right?
Right. This used to be easier. So again, cheers.
Cheers.
We'd like to thank everybody at the Wyoming Symphony Orchestra and from all of us here in Bottle.
Cheers!
1, 2, 3.
Cheers to the WSO.
Clean. Good job. Okay.
Cheers to the Wyoming Symphony.
Cheers to the Wyoming Symphony Orchestra. Stay safe, everybody.
Hey everybody, this is Ryan McConaughey, President of the Wyoming Symphony Orchestra Board.
Ben Winkler, Vice President of the Wyoming Symphony Board.
We just want to take an opportunity to thank all of you for participating in Wine in the River, as we're doing tonight, to celebrate the Wyoming Symphony Orchestra and the exciting year that we have ahead. So thank you and cheers!
Cheers.
My name is Valerie Anella Mayers, and I am honored to be part of the board of the Wyoming Symphony Orchestra. This evening, I would like to toast you, the organization, and the creative human spirit that produces this music that helps us through the difficult times and allows us to celebrate the good times. Cheers.
Hello, WSO musicians, families, and friends. I'm violinist Sandy Cameron. This is my better half, Peter, and we are both so honored to be included in this virtual event. I went to Casper, Wyoming for the first time last year and had such a delightful experience playing with all of the lovely musicians of the Wyoming Symphony Orchestra and meeting their wonderfully dedicated supporters, all of you. The piece that I've chosen to play for you is called Preludio, and it comes from Bach's Partita No. 3 for solo violin. However, Bach did write a version that includes orchestra. Sadly though, since the pandemic prevents me from being on stage with an actual orchestra, my little friends here have all convinced me to let them be a part of my performance. So here's what we've come up with. Thank you so much for joining us, and please don't forget to support the WSO. It's times like these when humanity relies on music and the arts to help lift our spirits and to keep us going. But we cannot do that without you. Please stay safe and healthy, and I look forward to the next time I can come to Casper, Wyoming and share music with all of you in person. Bye!
The WSO has had community outreach and education programs at the core of its mission since its inception. Our programs touch community members of all ages, from our Music in the Move program that takes WSO ensembles to the classrooms, to seniors to the symphony. It is important to create an environment where music can flourish outside of the concert hall and be accessible to everyone. Young people are the future of the WSO. And the Wyoming Symphony Orchestra has created programs to inspire and educate. Next, you will hear 2 stories of how we have done just that. To start, we invited 5 fine and performing arts students to play with Wyoming Symphony Orchestra musicians in a concert January 2020.
My name is Hallie Morris. I am 14 years old and I play the piano.
My name is Chloe Stone. I'm 16 years old and I've been singing for 7 years.
My name is Redding and I'm 4 years old.
And how long have you been playing the piano?
14 days.
I'm Michaela Gear. I've been singing for about 5 years maybe.
My favorite part about music is the way I feel when I'm playing it.
My favorite part about music is probably doing it chorally because of like the connection that you make with groups and the people that you meet.
You know, music is a universal language. It's just fun for everyone, and no matter what you do, you always have friends in music.
My favorite part of music is about listening to the music.
With the symphony orchestra, I played the cuckoo.
I played the recorder.
My favorite part about playing with the symphony orchestra was being able to have the experience of working with all of the talented musicians and people associated with the symphony.
It was really fun to see all the weird instruments, and it was really fun getting to rehearse with the director and all the kids.
Music is very important in the community of Casper for a number of reasons. One big reason for me is just seeing how it impacts the lives of our children and our youth.
All those new social media platforms like TikTok and everything, people are making new songs, people are making new music, and performing it live on social media, and it's really connecting people.
It is so important because then you can practice piano because it's good for you.
For me, live music and community fosters relationships where communities can come together despite age and religion and race, and they can enjoy music and make friendships together throughout their lives.
Hi, my name is Nia Garner, and I was the winner of the 2019 instrument giveaway that's put on by Hill Music and the Wyoming Symphony. I've been doing music for about 8 years now, and I think I've been playing tuba for about 7. I remember first picking it up about halfway through 6th grade. Before then I played baritone because I was a little too small for tuba, and even when I started to pick it up and play it, I was probably a little too small then, but they let me play it anyway, so I'm thankful for that. I remember when I first started, it sounded awful, and I could barely get a sound out of the instrument. I also think it was broken. I think we had to call Rose in later to fix it. But for some reason, I loved it anyways, and I haven't looked back since then. I realized that anything I do with music, I wanted to do through that instrument. So that's definitely what I went with. And throughout my career in music, I have done so many things. The things I've seen and done through music is incredible. In the future, I definitely don't plan on slowing down with music. This fall, I'll be attending the University of Wyoming, and I'll be studying to receive a bachelor's degree in music performance. And hopefully one day I can become a member of a professional ensemble somewhere. I don't think I could be where I am today without the opportunity that Hill Music and the Wyoming Symphony have given me to grow. And this instrument has really allowed me to grow and to continue doing what I love. I don't know where I'd be without music, and that's why I want to thank all the people who donate to programs like these, who support so many kids like me, and who will continue to support kids in the future. Music is a great part of my life, and I know it's a great part of so many people's lives, and for that, I can't thank you all enough.
If you would like to directly donate to one of these programs, go to our event homepage and choose Donate Now. From there you can click on any of the programs to learn more about them and what we do in the community. Your donation is more important than ever this year, as art programs are facing reduced funding and budget cuts. As we work our way through this time of uncertainty, continued access to live music helps relieve feelings of isolation and fear and brings us together. Your donation will ensure that these programs continue through this year, whether in person or online.
Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me, and I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Fish in the sea, you know how I feel. River running free, you know how I feel. Blossom on the tree, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me, and I'm feeling good. Dragonfly out in the sun, you know what I mean, don't you know? Butterflies are having fun, you know what I mean. Sleep in peace when day is done, that's what I mean. And this old world is a new world, and a bold world for me. For me.
Hey there, Wyoming Symphony fans and patrons. My name's Kyle Gamroth, and I was delighted when Rachel asked for my assistance in helping with this year's Wine on the River event by cutting a short video, because my family and I are enormous fans of the Wyoming Symphony Orchestra. We have gone to the Pops in the Park concerts at Washington Park for the past few years. We try to catch as many brunch and box as possible, because we're also big fans of the Nicolaisian Art Museum and Grant Street Grocery. And then, of course, the regular season performances, we try to get to as many of those as possible as well. So I'm very thankful. I feel very blessed that we have the opportunity to see such high caliber performances here in our small town in Wyoming. It's a wonderful opportunity, and again, I'm just very thankful that the people in our community have access to this sort of musical performance. So I want to thank Rachel and her staff, all of the performers, and all of the volunteers that make this possible. You guys are doing a great job, and here's to another successful year of the Wyoming Symphony Orchestra.
The Wyoming Community Foundation hosts the Wyoming Symphony Orchestra. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers to the WSO.
Cheers to the WSO from Kilmer and Associates.
Cheers to the WSO.
Good evening, everybody. We are Libby and Jeremy Hughes, and we are here to toast the future of the Wyoming Symphony Orchestra to a healthful and beautiful 70 years to come.
We're really excited to raise a glass to you making beautiful music in this community, which makes the world more beautiful too. Thanks a lot. Cheers.
Thank you, Wyoming Symphony Orchestra.
From all of us at Grant Street,
Cheers to the WSO.
And I hope you're living easy this summer. Cheers to the Wyoming Symphony.
Cheers to the WSO.
Cheers to the WSO.
From all of us at Gruner Brothers,
Cheers to the WSO.
To the Wyoming Symphony Orchestra. Cheers.
cheers from Jonah Bank.
Here's to WSO.
Thank you for supporting the WSO. Cheers.
Hi, this is Stephanie Ann Boyd, videoing in from New York City. I hope you're enjoying your summer soiree. I know I would be. Wine and food cooked by somebody else. That sounds like heaven for somebody who's been cooking for herself every single day during the last several months of quarantine. Anyways, I'm very excited to spend time with you all next year during the redated premiere of my piece commissioned by the Wyoming Symphony Orchestra, Julia Louisa Esther, and I know that it will be such a beautiful experience for us all to finally be there and to witness the amazing symphony play this piece about Wyoming's incredible history. New York City is beginning to hum up again, though that means that I don't hear the birds in the morning anymore because they've gone back to Central Park, where I guess they belonged. But I do still wear my mask and gloves every time I go outside. Better safe than sorry. And let's be honest, New York City is dirty enough that we probably should have been doing that the whole time anyways. So I miss you all, and I cannot wait to be there with you soon. So keep up the good work, support your phenomenal orchestra and your incredibly hardworking staff, and have a good time and enjoy your evening.
Attention everybody, you have approximately 5 minutes left to purchase any remaining raffle tickets you would like before we draw for one of these fabulous Wyoming-made outdoor living items, or the Condé Nast #1 rated resort in all of America, Brush Creek Ranch, right outside of Saratoga, Wyoming.
We will draw raffle tickets live following this final performance with WSO musicians.
Good evening, my name is Joshua Metz. I'm joined here by Becky Mothersbaugh and Paula Flynn. Tonight for you we will be performing the first 3 movements of Darius Milhaud's Suite for Violin, Clarinet, and Piano, written in 1937. We hope you enjoy.
everyone for joining us tonight and for your continued support of your Wyoming Symphony Orchestra. Cheers.